The next sensor we're going to work with is the eye sensor. You can see in this illustration, the robot has one eye that points forward and one eye, it's hard to see, but it points downwards at the floor. And very simply, the eye sensor can detect different colors. It can tell the difference between blue and red and green, I believe. And here we are in our Vex VR environment. And the first thing you're going to do or need to do is to select a different playground. So we're going to go up to select playground. And for this, we are going to use Disk Maze. And that's what it looks like. You should see these red and blue objects. So yeah, we're going to use this colored Disk Maze for the eye sensor, which can detect color. Now let's take a look at how we are going to code for the eye sensor. So here's our code. And some of this looks familiar, right? When started, move pen down, set drive velocity. Let's do that at the beginning. But then we have a lot of different things here that you're going to have to do. We're going to want to go to this green disk, turn right, go to the blue disk, turn left, go to another blue disk, turn left. And every time we hit a blue disk, we want to turn left. And every time we hit a green disk, we want to turn right. So we are going to have some new coding for that. So let's take a look at all this here. First, we're going to have a repeat. And everything is going to go inside the repeat. So we just do this again and again. Repeat is in control, and that one is at the very top. All right, so there's your repeat. And inside the repeat, we have a few different things. We've got this if, and then you can see else. So let me take stuff out of it. It looks like without the stuff inside. So we have if and then else, and then inside the else we have another if. So let's see how we got that. First of all, we have our repeat. We're going to do this 10 times, and we're going to put this if inside the repeat. I'm just going to go ahead and connect it to set drive for now. And you can see that on my if, we have down eye detects green. That is in sensing. And we're going to scroll down, and there's your eye sensing. It can see if it's near stuff, and it also can see this one can detect colors. So right now it's on detect red. And notice in here we had detect green. How do we do that? We click on the color, and we have blue, red, blue, green, or none. So I just changed that to green. Okay, and then if we see green, notice we go up here, we're going to want to turn right. So I'm going to take this. You hopefully know where turn left for 90 degrees is and drive forward for a certain distance. But we're wanting to turn right, so remember, change that to right. You might need to add this, but I recommend this is just pushing forward for a little bit after making the turn. So we're going to turn right, and then I want you to drive a little bit because sometimes when you make the turn, you still might be partially on top of the green, and it's going to keep on turning again and again and mess up your program. This should push you off of the green to help you avoid that. And then we have this other if here. So now with if and then else, and I'm going to put an if inside the else. So that's also in control. And that is, let's see, where is that if? Yeah, I think it's this one. Right there. It was right there. And inside the if then, we're going to take the down eye, which was the same thing as this one, but we changed that to blue. And if we see blue, remember we're going to want to turn left. So I'm going to right click on this and duplicate it, pull it down, turn left, and it's going to go forward. And so we'll just repeat this a bunch of times. So let's just take a look back at the code just to remind you of some of the important points. We had the repeat here, and I just said repeat 10 times, and that was in control. We had if, else, and that was, let's see, this one right there. Okay. This one is the same basic idea, but with a few more choices. The if else is, I just said the word, it allows the robot to make choices. So in this case, turn right if we see green, or turn left if we see blue. So we had if else, and then we had another if inside the else for that second decision. And that was right here. That was this one. Okay. So the point of this was to allow the robot to make decisions. When it runs into one of these colors, it has a choice. If it sees green, it turns left. If it sees blue, it turns right, or vice versa, actually. So your first challenge, this should be good enough. This code right here will successfully get you to repeat this decision-making behavior a few times in a row, and that's all we're looking for. But for your final eye sensor challenge, notice there's one red disc. And what I want you to do for the final challenge is to keep hitting these blue and green discs and turning right and turning left every time you do until you might hit the red one. If you ever hit the red one, I want you to stop. So repeating 10 times isn't going to be enough. It's not going to be specific enough. We have this other code like this. I'm going to hide the field for now. Repeat until. Where's that? Right there. Okay, in the orange, it's kind of toward the bottom. Repeat until. So I'm going to just take all of this decision making and put it in repeat until. So repeat 10 is obvious. Repeat 10 times. Let's get rid of that now. Well, but repeat until is going to give us some more decision making capability. And so let's duplicate this. We could say, for example, this is exactly what I want you to do. Repeat until the down eye detects red. And if you do detect red, then I want you to do something different. And here's, if you just copy this code, it will successfully allow you to do this, hopefully. I just want to change the pen color to, let's say, any color, but I'm going to say red. And set the pen color to red. And then drive forward and turn right. And I'm just going to turn right for 45 degrees. And basically, it's going to make some red marks down where what should happen is you're going to drive around, drive around, drive around, drive around. And when you get to the red disc, I want you to draw something in a color other than black. So I don't care what it is. That is the challenge. Basically, drive around, turn right when you hit green discs, turn left when you hit blue discs, and if you ever hit the red disc, then I want you to change your pen color to a different color and draw something, or make a star, make an X. It doesn't really matter. Just do something different, and this code should pretty much get you there. Good luck.